Will we ever be able to travel through time? Well, according to new mathematical theory, it may be possible, assuming we can find some exotic matter. Albert Einstein flipped our view to the universe. Suddenly, we realized that space and time were not as rigid as the classical theories predicted. Ben Tippett formulated a mathematical model, TADDIS, for time travel. TADDIS describes a different way to look at the dimensions of time itself and how might be manipulated to create a hypothetical time machine. A common way to think of a space-time is to imagine a sheet of rubber. If we roll a heavy object across the sheet will bob around the mass. The curvature of space-time around the massive object creates gravity. But what's about time? All four dimensions, the three-dimensional space and one of time, should be seen as a space-time continuum. In this case, it's not the only three-dimensional space, they are warped. Time is also. Rather than punching through space-time or traveling close to impossibility, massive object to warp space-time. TADDIS requires a type of space-time curvature that couldn't be produced by regular matter. Now, let's just assume that we can overcome the exotic matter problem and to achieve time travel. Would travel back in time cause all kinds of Back to Future paradoxes? Could Marty travel back in 1955 really jeopardize his own life by accidentally becoming his love interest? If you travel back in time, can change the history. We have grandfather paradox. If you travel back in time and kill your grandfather, would you cease to exist? According to Einstein's theory, all past, present and future history is laid out in a space-time, like trees woven in four-dimensional tapestry. The tapestry of space-time can't be changed no matter how hard you try. Some situation will arise to prevent the paradox from occurring. The universe will adapt and counter your paradoxical actions. Lord Kelvin famously said, "There is nothing new to be discovered," but a few years later, Albert Einstein proved him wrong, because science can change the world. I believe in a few years we'll travel through time with any kind of limits, because for science there is no limit.